Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's talk about it Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please hit the notification bell. That way every time I upload a video, you will be the first one to see it. Note, all comments are alleged in our opinion from the video of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So currently it is Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 4, Episode 9. First, we're talking about Maurice and Letitia are sitting in the car due to Miss Wanda mentioned to her daughter that there's rumors that he was at a hotel with a young lady allegedly, and she's bringing it to Letitia's attention. That was the episode 8. This is episode 9. And now Letitia and Maurice are sitting in the car talking, and he's giving a rundown of how he feels. He's stuttering. She's basically saying, why can't people allow a marriage to be a marriage? Why do people always put it on the marriage that someone's cheating? That's why it's hard for me to recap this show, because I feel like, first off, Melody and Martell unfortunately have divorced. Unfortunately, Martell cheated and he was open and honest about it. But Melody went back. They had a beautiful baby girl. Martell had a child with his lady friend who he was dating. The show was messy. Let's just say it that way. We don't know what's going on with Maurice, but this has been the same old, same old, same old conversation since season 1, and we're now in season 4. People are frustrated. They're tired of things dragging out. They're trying to create other storylines, bringing story on to kind of change it up a little bit so the Melody is less in the forefront. But here nor there, everybody's like, okay, with Melody Martell, okay, with Maurice and Letitia, it's kind of like, why isn't more people from Huntsville actually speaking up whether he has or hasn't? Now, there was a video that I watched last week, and it talked about some of the concerns, and they've been open and honest about what's been happening in Love and Marriage Huntsville. There's a young lady that's been giving this YouTube channel a lot of information, a lot about Maurice, all alleged, whether it's true or not, mouth dropping information. So you'd have to look up different videos of what's being said about Maurice in these streets over the last month. Mouth dropping. So I'm going to let you listen to a clip of what's going on of him and Letitia speaking in the car. I know for a fact that that's not me, right? He's saying it's not him. That's not going to be enough for anyone else. Well, when you say I went there with a friend, people automatically going to assume. But who are these people? Now, he just said he went there with a friend, but she's not listening. They automatically assume before. I just feel like every time somebody says something or do something about you on social media, you're being questioned all the time. I'm being questioned all the time. And I just don't understand it, because it's like, why can't we have a good marriage? Like, why is that wrong? You know what I'm saying? She's saying, why can't we have a good marriage? She's kissing her hand. In those YouTube streets, baby, they saying it's alleged. Are they even living currently together? Are they currently together because of maybe this scene of them saying he's cheating? There's been a lot that's been said in Huntsville. The streets are talking. So if Maurice and Martell are cheating, one, Jalen gonna find out, and he's not gonna be happy if somebody's been cheating on his mama. Two, if Martell is all these M's, if Marceau is cheating, Letitia's not gonna be happy, and neither is the mom. So there are different channels that are spilling so much tea about these Scott men, so much information. It's troubling. Like, why is it wrong for us to have a good marriage? Like, is everybody a cheater? I feel like they want us to be cheaters because Martell got caught, and that's not our fault. She's saying Martell got caught, and it's not our fault. Why can't people feel that we should have a good marriage? Everybody. I keep telling you, men love when you don't know. Men love when you blame other people. Men love when you don't have receipts. Where there's smoke, there's fire. How is it for the last how many seasons? There's been concerns about these men cheating on and on and on and on. That's why everybody's so happy that there's Love and Marriage DC, because this storyline, baby, it's frustrating. It's tiring. And I don't, a lot of people, me and my girlfriend group, we talk. We don't feel that the women are respected on the show. We don't. From Kimmy to Maurice over talking her and making decisions. When she tells him what she wants, Maurice ignores it. He ignores it. It's going to show in this next clip how Martell treated Melody, being so disrespectful. But they one and the same, because Melody will throw shade, Martell will show shade, and then Letitia. They've been asking Letitia to speak up more. They've been asking Letitia to speak up more. So, mm,
I just feel like I'm just. Babe, listen, all right, and I'm sorry about this, but one of the reasons why I don't give explanations. We're living in a day and age right now where an accusation is a receipt. People are gonna say that I'm doing it. It's me, no matter what. So there's no explanation. At this point, I'm really like hurt about all of this.
he just talks on and on and on and on. I feel bad for Letitia. I really do. I really do. So if he wants receipt, people need to bring receipts. So in the next scene, it's Kimmy and Maurice, and they're going to have a sit down with Martell, because they're actually going to talk about the picture of the guys being in Atlanta on the guys trip. Kimmy's not happy because, of course, she almost basically had a squeaky clean marriage up until this photo came out. So here it is. You got to think about it. Her husband's an attorney. It's going to cost them. People are going to look at him sideways of him lying on the show he's on. And if you're an attorney and you're out in these streets doing God knows whatever, and then you're actually in the picture, you're at the boys' trip. So I get why Kimmy's upset with Martell, but Martell ain't the only one that's doing shady stuff. So he should have just said, yes, I've been around them. Yes, I've seen it. Yes, I was in it. He should have just been honest. So I get why Kimmy's mad, but it is what it is. Your husband needs to be open and honest. So the next scene, we're Kimmy, Martell's there at um at Maurice's office, and they're basically talking about the picture. But here nor there, Kimmy does not like that Martell is a little messy. And they were hoping that Dr. Francis was there for this meetup.
What Kimmy did was she talked to Mel. She said that she's gonna, promise her that she won't put her in those situations. All I had to go on is, like the conversations that I had. Yeah. And the goal is to not be an antagonist to y'all person. In my world, my goal is to have a successful housewarming party for Jalen.
So she wants to have a successful housewarming party for Jalen. The biggest thing is everyone's talking about why Kimmy's mad at Martell because he's bringing Maurice into it. But here nor there, it's very clear that they don't want to have Martell and Melody in the same spaces. And that's fine. So in this next scene, I'm gonna just skip through it because I get why Kimmy is speaking out. She's mad because it's making her husband look bad. And he does that all on his own because he overthinks what she wants. She's very clear about what she wants, and Maurice ignores her. These Scott men are no joke. How they treat their women. Mothers, do not let your daughter marry men like the Scott men. Period. 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 Good providers, good providers, but they love to overtalk their woman. Let's be very clear. And the streets, too many things are being said. A lot of my girlfriends don't have these problems. A lot of my girlfriends don't have these problems. A lot of my guy friends don't have these problems. I don't have these problems that these people are having. I know a lot of people that don't have these problems. They're creating it, the chaos, the drama, not only for TV. This was a mess before they even got on the show. Bible. I could say more, but I'm not. In this next scene, I'm not even going to play this one. In this next scene, Destiny is at the gym with her son, and she met up with Tiffany. I want to say she met up with Tiffany.
The thought of Jack driving makes Dad feel anxious, a bit sweaty, but it doesn't.
She met up with Tiffany, I want to say. She met up with Tiffany in this scene. Yeah.
So, let me go see her.
So they're basically talking about, of course, probably about the relationship with her and Melody, why the event went that way. Everybody's talking about how this looks so high school. Why are these grown women having problems at a dinner? So we're going to skip through that one. So a lot of people are saying, it's definitely problematic with what's happening with the show. Of course, they had to bring in somewhat of a new storyline because Ariane carried that whole show for the last 3 seasons, and she should have got a check. I don't agree with what Ariane and Martell did. I don't agree with everything that Ariane says. I don't agree with, but she carried that show and she should have got a check, period. Because they were using her likeness. They were using her in a storyline. And that's messy that they didn't bring her on because the love they have for Melody. So right now is showing all the scenes that where Martell was messy. His interaction with Miss Wanda, his interaction with, unfortunately, the scenes between him and Melody, how that was a mess. And then we're just going to go straight to it. In this next scene is basically everyone showing up at the house. And right now, Jalen is asking Maurice and his mom, what do you want to do with the land? And she's saying she wants to do something with education, an after school program. And then here's Maurice. Well, I'd like to do a restaurant. And then he says, well, won't that be almost the same thing of what you're saying? No, she's thinking education and you're thinking food and restaurants. It's totally two different things. And then Kimmy says, well, he does what he wants. He asks me what I want and I tell him and he ignores me. I pray for Kimmy because after a while, she's going to get tired of that. These Scott men, no shade, but these Scott men, I feel bad for these ladies. Because yes, you're in a marriage. Yes, you have a man, but he don't listen to you. So Jalen, and he's kind of like, okay, he should be correcting Maurice. Let me go there. Jalen should be correcting Maurice, saying, hey, respect my mom more. Be respectful to my mom. If she says she wants to do an educational, you could do an educational and have food in the back. He should speak up. My son don't play that with my boyfriend, fiance. My son don't play that. When my mom speak, you need to respect my mom. Period. I don't know why Jalen don't speak up. I don't understand that. There's my friends aren't this. So I don't know what this is, but our friend groups and their friend groups, we're all about respect, and we don't let the fathers overtalk the mothers and not be respectful. We don't do that. So I don't know what this is. No shade to Jalen, but he needs to speak up for his mom. And if his mom is saying she wants to, this is what he does. Remember how he was saying he wanted to put a house on the land. And she's like, no, babe, we have a house. I don't want to be that close to your family because it's going to be, they're going to come over and they're going to want to do this and that. And Kimmy's like, nope, I'm staying in the house that I'm in because there's distance. So we can see what the Scott brothers do. We could just imagine what the whole family's like, you know? So that's what that scene is. And that's messy. So then everybody's coming to the house for the housewarming party. Of course, Letitia comes in. Maurice gives her a compliment. She looks nice. The ladies then talk. Destiny and Stormy, they talk. High schoolish. I ain't even gonna go there because stories like, don't call me sweetie. And she's like, I just can't. And I don't blame Destiny. You know, at first they were saying, oh, we were talking about doing business together, and then now this is all going on. I ain't even gonna go there with Destiny. There's been so many things that's been said about Destiny. And in regards to her finances, do she still have her house allegedly? Did she lose her house? Did Melody give her money to help pay some of her bills? Here nor there, if Destiny had financial concerns, she's on a TV show. How is it that she had financial concerns? And why aren't they speaking about Destiny's ex-husband? Maybe she has a NDA and she can't. Why aren't we talking about Destiny's finances? There's so many things everybody's saying Destiny needs to go because she's not giving anything. She's only talking about the same old, the relationship between her and Melody. Now she's having concerns with her and Stormy. So that's her and Stormy's storyline, them beefing, acting high schoolish. Come on. Carlos King need to do better. This is not great TV. And I'm wondering if he's going to do Love and Marriage in Atlanta and bring people on that we don't really care for, like a Portia Williams. Will he bring her? Now, if he brings on Nene, if he does Love and Marriage Atlanta and he brings on Nene, I'll be there for that. But not for Portia. Portia be fighting people and parents and putting people down and not telling the full storyline. Portia be taking people's husbands, and no, we don't want to see Portia on no TV sets. I hope that don't come to light, and I hope she don't get a wedding special. So back to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like I mentioned, the ladies met up, they sat, they talked. The next part is everybody sitting around. Of course, Letitia and Melody didn't really speak, and the guys are saying, why aren't you ladies speaking? We know why. Letitia's upset that Melody might be right about her marriage, but Melody don't want nobody talking about her, but she talks about everybody. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. So, like I said, the ladies were sitting there trying to talk. Kimmy tried to bring the ladies together to talk, meaning Kimmy tried to bring Destiny and Stormy together to talk. That's just a part of the storyline. A lot of men, women aren't feeling that. It's crazy. When they had that dinner, Melody and Letitia going at it, a lot of people didn't feel that scene. Everything seemed set up. And then Stormy had mentioned that they had been there for hours and hours. They get online on IG and they tell us what's going on, not like other shows. So we hear more from IG than we actually hear on the actual TV screen, which is crazy. Which is crazy. So we're going to the end. This part I did not watch. The guys are asking Melody why aren't she cool with everybody.
Why would you ask me about it? Why would you? Why would you? When I talked to my Joe, he said that y'all are progressing.
Melody's divorced from Martell. They don't want to have scenes together.
Oh no, it's cold over here. It's hot because I'm in here. It's hot, hot, hot. It's a little cold in the room, but
so Maurice is making a joke that it's cold because her and Melody aren't talking. Like I said, Melody don't want nobody talking about her, but she talks about everybody.
No one's saying nothing about it. It's not awkward at all that Mel's not speaking. Letitia and Melody not communicating at this party is not my idea of plan. I think that as adults, Melody and Tisha can be cordial with each other, but I think that this relationship is dead on arrival. I think it's time for a housewarming shot or something. Maybe a card game, anything to liven the party up, huh? I think I got something. Hey, Kimmy.
And of course, at some point, Miss Wanda's gonna show up. She's saying, "Hey, there's liquor in here." So we're gonna play that clip, and then we're gonna see what happens for the episode 10. So here nor there, we'll see what's gonna happen because there's so much going on. There's so much going on with this show. There really is. I mean, if they didn't have Miss Wanda, it would actually be boring.
So we're probably having fun at the party. We get a good old fashioned card game going. Everybody's having fun. But here comes my mother-in-law, Wanda, ready to take us to crazy town.
So that's Kimmy's friend, which is a good thing. Actually, she's been on before, and her name is Patricia. So yeah, Letitia is basically saying she has date night. That's why she's dressed up. But of course, she just had a conversation with Maurice a few days ago that he might be allegedly cheating, and he told her he was with a friend. He said it. And you should see her facial expression like, why are you even telling the cameras that you were there? He said it. Everybody, be very clear. Letitia might not care. She might be okay with it. She might just want to keep her marriage and her family together just for the kids. In the scene, Maurice said he was with a friend. Oh, my goodness. In the scene, Maurice basically says to Kimmy, almost like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. These Scott men do what they want to do, and they don't care.
Glad that Kimmy invited me to the housewarming party because since my daughter won't address you guys with all of the talking that y'all been talking about her, I will. That's what I'm here to do. And I'm glad you're here too, Miss Patricia, because I heard a lot of you say it too. Your sister-in-law, Tisha, she didn't have your back. You know, we're in a weird place right now. I honestly feel like it's just hard for her to say she didn't want me to be friends with Mel when she wasn't. Because that's so.
So right now, in the old scene, Patricia and Kimmy are talking, and Kimmy's basically saying that Melody doesn't want her. Melody don't want people to be friends with people she not friends with. When Melody's mad with people, you better come along. And these are adults. No, if they've done something to you, that doesn't mean they've done something to me. You need to get over it because I'm still going to be friends with her. So right now, Kimmy and Patricia are talking. So we're going to go to the final scene.
You, Stormin, Melanie, and whoever else was there, everybody except Melanie was talking about Tisha at the Christmas party. Is that what you heard? All y'all. Every last one of y'all was in there talking about my daughter. I told her this right here. She's so bitches that cannot buy shoes that come in a box.
And there's that saying, don't mess with women that can't buy shoes in a box. They try so hard to have little sayings like a Nene. Of course, they somewhat cute, but it ain't. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I think that's part of Carlos King trying to have the ladies do similar things like a Nene would do. So right now, Stormy's looking at her like, "What are you even talking about? Don't be, don't mess with somebody that don't have shoes in a box." What?
starting stuff. She goes in there and calls a whole group of women bitches. Girls only jump on you. No one jumped on her. She started to fight. Listen, I cannot control a grown woman. But you know, the funny thing is, right now she's trying to act like a grown woman. She acts like a spoiled kid. Kimmy invited my mom to the housewarming party, so Kimmy knows what she's gonna get. Oh, that's rude.
Wow. She just said Kimmy knows what she's gonna get. She invited my mom. Right now Letitia's in a blonde wig. I don't know how I feel about that. And Love and Marriage Huntsville really needs to work on their lighting, because when you have brown skin, beautiful brown skin, they need to give it better lighting. Even in one of their promos, everybody looks extremely dark. So whoever their camera person is, they need to up the budget on their lighting, because maybe the background's too dark. But Letitia's wearing a blonde wig. She looks pretty. I mean, she has that beautiful brown skin. I think she looks nice. I think that kind of brings out her features.
Make sure y'all invite me there. You don't have to worry about me going back there because I'm a helmet right there in y'all face. Everybody face. All y'all faces. Bitches stay back to you coming up box. It ain't gonna be no bitches.
She just called them bees. And then Jalen's gonna speak up saying don't call women bees.
Oh no, 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 no. Wanda, we're not gonna speak like that to my mother. No, you can have whatever energy you want. We're not bitching out here.
So it continues. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Love and Marriage Huntsville, how you feel about the drama, how you feel about Maurice and Kimmy, how you feel about Melody doesn't want to do scenes with Martell, how you feel about whether the Scott men have cheated before the show started, have currently cheated allegedly while the show has been going on. Let me know in the comments how you feel about everybody. Thanks for continuing to support the channel. Thanks for continuing to let's note in the comments how you feel about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I just did a quick recap because I really haven't reviewed the show in a long time. It's a hard watch. It's a hard watch because I do not feel that the women are respected on the show. I have strong girl groups. I have strong friends. And our men are loving, caring, respectful. They treat us like queens and we treat them like kings. So it's hard to watch a show for me that men are being disrespectful, that women are being disrespectful, that mothers are being disrespectful, and a mother has to speak up for her daughter, which Miss Wanda should, because these women are trying to run over Letitia. Her husband is trying to run over her. It's crazy. It's crazy. In this scene, once you watch it, how Maurice basically overtalks Kimmy. She'll say what she wants, and then, well, I got a husband. And then just the Melody thing and how Melody allegedly treats her friends. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Do you watch? Do you not watch? Because you just can't. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you will be the first one to see it. Note, fair use, fair use, fair use. Thanks for tuning in.